Hi, I'm Dr. Pallavi Sarji Uthkarsh. In pranayam, we regulate how we breathe, how much air we take, and how many times we breathe. If I have to suggest anybody who wants to practice and learn this breath work, I would suggest a must Kapalabhati. Of course, people are nowadays very aware of this breath because it's called as a skull shine breath. So if you want a good shine on your forehead, I would definitely suggest Kapalabhati. However, I would even promote the Hydra boosters for a good shine on your forehead. I would also recommend Kapalabhati. You know how? Basically in Kapala means a skull. Bhati is basically, here we have more of these sinuses in your skull. Okay, so by doing this Kapala Bhati, the sinuses get cleared, so hence the skin shines. So here it's a workout for the diaphragm where we forcibly exhale and automatically that passively the inhalation do happen. So it's a diaphragmatic workout, but it works at the frontal sinus and it gives the shine on your forehead. Next, I would recommend Anulom Vilom, or we call it as alternate nostril breathing, where we inhale and exhale on opposite nostrils. So they have a very calming effect. As I told you, it triggers your parasympathetic response or a vagal stimulation, and it's a very good tool for skin and hair health. And third important pranayama I would recommend for many people is one of the very easiest thing to do. So you can do even at home with a little bit of guidance is Bhramari Pranayam. It has a very calming and soothing effect on the nerves. When you ask, do this pranayam or meditation do kind of have any effect on wrinkles on your face? See, most often when we are frightened or because of the sympathetic response or fear, how do we react? We usually do frown our face, we do wrinkle our face, when we frown our face, we do get wrinkles, crow feet are these frowning lines. So those dynamic lines, when more and more these responses do happen on a day-to-day basis and a regular basis, those lines become more firmer. But with these breathing exercise and regularly doing the meditation, your response is more calmer and more parasympathetic response, that is rest and digest phase, more calmer. So those dynamic lines, those frown lines will not be there. Hence, so definitely you look more younger and more less wrinkled with these pranayamas. When I say breath is the energy which can create any desired effect you need in your body. But at the same time, if this energy is not channelized properly, it can definitely cause a very disastrous effect on your health. They say in yogic text, breath has to be tamed like a lion, very, very slow. Otherwise, it's going to kill you. It's going to harm you. I'm not trying to scare you, but nowadays, we have a lot of information available on Google or YouTube or on the social media. People are going crazy to trying to do the breath works too hastily or too much experimental on their body. I would definitely insist breath work has to be learnt under a proper guidance. It has to be taken very slow step-by-step process and then get a mastery over it. There is no competition about how many pranayamas I do, how long I take the breath, how long I hold the breath. No, it is not a competition. Each person should hold or do the pranayama according to his body type and composition and his capacity. So, do it very slowly, step by step. Never jump at the first level to hold the breath. So, there is a stepwise process. Please take the advice or guidance of an expert. And what age to start pranayama? So, many say I am like, what age? Definitely, if you are like above 8, you're good to start practice pranayam, because at below 8 years your brain is not that well, focused to grasp the knowledge or practicing. So if you are above age group of 8, you can learn and practice pranayam. To practice pranayam, yes, supervision and guidance is very much required till you master it. Once you know the art and science of pranayam, you are good enough to practice individually, because this breath work or breath science is a huge science. It is not just taking the air in and leaving the air out. It affects your nerves, it affects your hormones, it affects every cell in your body. Hence, learn stepwise under proper guidance, master this science, and then you can practice at your own pace, at your own place.